but there's just nothing here, and it's slightly later than what I would have hoped to. And I bet there's a few guys who know the benefits of having this particular bit of kit. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I've ventured too far from home, but that's exactly what I've done today. I'm continuing my quest to find the most remote spots in all of the UK's national parks. I'm just about halfway, if not a little bit over, and today I've come to Wales. I've come to the Brecon Beacons. It's an area of the country I've not really been to before. I've never done any walking here, and I've come to the west of the park to find its most remote mountain. I think it's pronounced Tilgar. I'll put that on the screen so you can see. Normally what would happen, I would pore over the maps, decide where the most remote spot was in relation to all its access roads. I did a quick Google search and the internet assured me that this mountain in the west of the park was its most remote summit based on its proximity to local access roads. Well, the tracking's good, but it's a bit boggy in places, but it is a fairly direct route. It's a bit difficult to tell, but initially I thought it might have been that lump over there. Path might actually swing us around back that way. I just don't know yet. Well, there's a track of sorts, and it just meanders its way through this beautiful heather. I think that's the last of the purple. Autumn's definitely on its way. You can feel it in the air. It's just not as warm, but it should be set in for a reasonable evening. I think there might be a weather front coming in from the west. And what I might do is take a look when I get to the summit here. It's probably about 10-15 minutes away. If there's nothing suitable, I'm going to make my way back this way, down towards where the river is. There's a stream and a waterfall there as well. Might be something decent to pitch there, somewhere flat, somewhere out of the wind. It's fairly rough ground. I don't want to have to necessarily contend with all this tomorrow morning on the walk out. And to be fair, it was a fairly decent battle getting here. 7 hours in the car plus. Didn't think I was destined to do it. I left my jacket at home to begin with. I won't say how far I got. Let's just say it was a bit of an inconvenience to go back and pick it up, but I needed to. Plenty of roadworks all the way down the A1. Didn't really get any decent momentum until I turned southwest and headed towards Wales. And even then, when I was 10-15 minutes from where I needed to be, there was a road closure and another diversion which added another half hour. You can't say I'm not committed to the cause. So I think this rocky outcrop is the highest point of the ridge line. We'll go and check it out. So this is it. This is the high point of the ridge, 468 metres, slightly further on than that outcrop. But there's just nothing here. It truly is remote and desolate, and it's slightly later than what I would have hoped to get here. And I don't want to leave myself a lot to do in the morning. So what I think I'm going to do, I'll have a little look around and then I'm going to head back towards that waterfall, because the less I have to do tomorrow the better, I think. Especially if that weather front comes in. I don't want to be caught out with it. Wow. And what I really like about this tent is that it's freestanding and I can move it around and I can try and find the flattest piece of grass I can. It's all overgrown, it's bumpy, it's a really, really tough landscape, but I think I've found somewhere. It's only for tonight, it'll do. And if I can get reasonably flat inside, I think I'll be reasonably comfy. I might just need a little bit of practice in pitching. I kind of get that. But at the moment, there's not much wind. It's a gorgeous late summer, early autumn evening. I'll show you inside. It's my usual setup. Thermarest pad, Cedar Summit quilt, and my pillow. There you go. And that's all me inside. All my clothes down one end, all the stuff to pack away, and all my tech at that end. I'll probably bring some food in later as well. So I've not gone with my alcohol stove again today. I've gone and opted for my MSR pocket rocket. So this is what I've got for my dinner tonight. Posh pork and beans. I've had that before, it's got a nice little kick to it. Looking forward to that. Just takes 15 minutes to rehydrate. I've got an army ration pack. Very hot chocolate. Oh, that's good. Right, I haven't eaten much today, to be fair. I've got a Scotch egg that I get from my local butcher. I've got a chicken bagel that I didn't eat earlier, and then I've got an assortment of chocolate, biscuits, protein bar, nighttime teas, all that sort of thing. I think I'll eat pretty well tonight. I have to say I am knackered, but it's an absolutely stunning evening. It really is. As far as dried food goes, it smells pretty good. There you go. It's pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to get this eaten and then I'll bring you back for a look around. So I'm really enjoying the Southern Cross too. Didn't take long to pitch it all, and I think another great feature of it is the fact that the inner and outer pitch together, which might make things a bit easier in the morning putting it away. I'm expecting some rainy weather to come through. It's always handy to take it out in decent weather and pitch it, just to make sure there's no teething problems as well. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I think we're going to have a good night's sleep tonight. I'm certainly knackered anyway. All that driving really wore me out. So what I'll do, by the time this video comes out, my first look at the Terra Nova Southern Cross 2 in my back garden video, that should have already dropped. I'll leave a link at the end of the video so you can click on that and see it if you've not done so already. I'll also leave another link to all my most isolated videos as well. I've nearly done most of the national parks in the UK now, and it's certainly noticeable the further south you go, the more the land is crisscrossed by paths and roads and settlements and stuff like that. It's making it quite difficult to find places that are truly isolated. But I have to say, even today, I haven't seen a single person yet, which is great. And if you've enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Is there a more remote place in the Brecon Beacons? And I really would appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. All that interaction just helps the channel grow and reach more people. Tent life. Well, it's about 10 to 8 and that light's really fading. So I think I'm going to brush my teeth and I'm going to get my head down because I am absolutely shattered. It's been a really, really long day, but an absolutely fantastic and enjoyable end to it. Stunning. So unless there's any change, I'll bring you back in the morning. And I'm really glad I came off the tops. There's a lot of mist up there, wouldn't have been able to see a thing. That's where I was last night. just your flattened grass. Well, I got packed away nicely. I didn't have a bad night's sleep last night. I got to sleep early and then was awake about every couple of hours or so, just checking things and just enjoying being out. And then from about sort of 2 o'clock till 5:30, 5:45, I was pretty much fast on. There was a little bit of rain last night, but not a massive amount. And the wind hasn't picked up either. So that was positive. And this thing is absolutely worth its weight in gold. I got them off Amazon. It's just a little sponge cloth. There wasn't any condensation on the inner of the tent. There was a little bit between the inner and the outer, and then it just helps get all the excess moisture off the outside, all the rainwater, because normally I like to take a swimming pool home with me, but that's definitely made it a bit easier. That track in and out, especially around the old farmhouse, is absolutely brutal. There's no chance of keeping dry feet. There's no chance in keeping dry legs. You just have to embrace the suck, no doubt about it. And if I'm honest, I think I got away with the weather this morning. It's set to get worse, and I expected to be walking out in a lot worse as well. I don't know whether you can see behind me, but the mist is down. No fun being up there right now. My mission this morning is to get back to the car and go and find somewhere where I can have some hot breakfast and lots of hot coffee. But I wasn't particularly hungry when I went to bed last night. Big difference this morning. Woke up ravenous. So I had that Scotch egg I didn't have last night, and at least that'll tie me over for an hour or two. Don't forget, like, comment and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time.